Hi guys, namaste, welcome to the channel, and in today's video I wanted to talk about this guy, the Pixel 5. Now it's been about 90 days that I've actually used this phone, and in this video I wanted to cover 3 things that I wish changes in future versions of the Pixel and 3 things that I really love about this phone. So without wasting any further time, let's sail away. So before we start with the video, I wanted to make 2 announcements. The first one, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we post new videos. There will be tons more video, especially given the newest addition to our family joining us anytime soon. Like Marina is overdue at this point. And the second announcement is that I wanted to do a Q&A session. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me about my YouTube experience, something about me and my personal life or my family, comment down below and I'll pick probably 5-6 questions and I'll try my best to answer them in my next video or one of the future videos. So go type in away whatever questions you want to ask me. This is your chance. But let's go with the 3 things that I wish changes about the Pixel in future Pixel versions. Another way of saying things I don't like about the Pixel 5. Screen size. Now I know this might be a debatable choice and it comes down to preference at the end of the day, but coming from the Note 9 to the Pixel 5, for me it was something refreshing, but at the same time as I went on using it, I realized that I was missing that extra screen space. So something like the 6.2 inch screen that the Pixel 4a 5G has might have been a sweeter spot for the Pixel 5. Again, I understand that this totally comes down to personal preference. The fact that I'm able to use the Pixel 5 with one hand and operate it without dropping it is absolutely amazing, but a little bit more pixel space would not be something that I would complain about. Processing speed. Now this was a point of contention whenever the Google announced the Pixel 5. The fact that they were using the Snapdragon 765 processor versus the competitors who use the Snapdragon 845 or the 865 processors. Honestly, for me, in the beginning, this wasn't a big issue because I realized that when you're using a Pixel phone, whatever Pixel phone it is, you are using the most purest form of the Android platform. Now I understand that Google had to make some sacrifices and cut some corners in order to provide us a phone that cost $699 when I got it. It's much more cheaper now. I've seen it go as low as $599 during the Thanksgiving and the Christmas sales. So again, a really good phone for $599 or $699 is something that you really can't complain about. But that being said, I also feel that if you take the Pixel and put in any of the processors that I mentioned, the Snapdragon 845 or the 865, then the Google Pixel, whatever it is, 6, 6S, 7, I'm hoping it's the 6, will be a complete beast that no other manufacturer can even come close to. And as usual in life, I've saved the worst for last. The speakers. So believe it or not, given the Pixel 5 really has like a really good screen to screen ratio, and it's only the little you might not be able to see it now, but let me unlock it. But oh man, my screen is black. But the little punch hole camera is the only basically screen space that is not available. The fact that this phone has 2 speakers is amazing. There is a bottom firing speaker and there is another speaker that is under the screen. And as you can guess, the complaint I have is for the speaker that's under the screen. Why? Whenever you're using this phone and you're not using headphones or the Pixel Buds or any Bluetooth headset, and you're trying to listen to any audio or watch a movie or listen to YouTube videos, the bottom firing speaker basically takes charge. It is more clear, it is more crisp, but the top firing speaker doesn't match up to the bottom firing speaker, and thus what happens is you have this like disbalance in the audio. The top speaker sounds a little bit muffled when compared to the bottom speaker. You don't have to be an audiophile, but you do see the disparity in the quality of the audio that is sent out from the bottom to the top. Now Google did release an update to address this that improves the sound quality, and to be honest, it does a little bit, but again, you still feel that difference from the two speakers, and it's evident, one is under the screen. So whenever you are listening to anything coming out from the top speaker, it is going to be a little bit different. Now, my biggest complaint about the Pixel 5 speakers is not when I'm listening to audio or when I'm listening to movies or anything like that. It is when I am making a phone call, because whenever you're making a phone call, guess what speaker takes charge? The top one. And what happens is, if the person on the other end probably doesn't have great signal or isn't speaking from a space where there is good audio quality, what ends up happening is that their voice sounds really muffled. And now for the features that I love about this phone, and to be honest, there is a lot that I love about this phone, but in this video I'm going to point out 3 things that I really love about the Google Pixel 5. Now, Google has always been known for its camera quality and its picture quality. There is something, and I always refer to it as the Google magic. Something happens from the time you take the picture to the moment it shows up on your screen. There is some magic, some processing that takes place that really makes your image or your pictures amazing. I have other phones that my family uses, but whenever it comes down to taking pictures, the Google Pixel 5 always is the one that gets grabbed for taking those precious family moments. The camera itself is amazing, and then Google has added so many features to it that it makes it even more amazing. It takes it to a whole new level. So if you are an avid photographer, or if you want to take pictures on the go and you want those pictures to have really ultra quality, then definitely the Google Pixel 5 is something that you should have in your pocket. Feature number 2, software. As I mentioned before, whenever you buy any Pixel phone, you get the most purest form of Android. No bloatware, no third-party apps, you just have what comes out from Google themselves. Which also means that you don't have to wait for your respective company to get their Google updates, to add their own customizations, and then give them to you. And while we're talking about software, you cannot ignore the Google Assistant. Now, while iPhone users have Siri, Android users have a couple of options when it comes to their Android UI assistant. And while there are many options, in this case, many options are not very good. Bixby, I'm talking about you. Google Assistant is the perfect P to the pod that is the Pixel 5. From screen calling to robocalls to even being on hold for you while you might be doing some errands, this AI can do everything. But then again, it does so much and more that it kind of scares me at this point as to how much the Google Assistant AI can do. Skynet? And the third feature that I really love about this phone is the battery. Now, given that this phone is not really the biggest phone out there in the market, it wouldn't be surprising if you thought that the battery life on this phone was meh. But in reality, the battery life on this phone is wow. Given how I use my phone on a day-to-day basis, I would have had to charge my phone at least once a day. And I'm in the habit of charging my phone overnight, while I also charge overnight. But with this guy, I can go a day and a half without having to find a charger to charge it or getting desperate that my battery is about to die. And given its fast charging capabilities with the included charger, yes, I had to talk about the included charger, Apple. This phone charges in less than 45 minutes and you are good to go. So that is it, guys. 3 features that I wish future Pixel models have, and 3 features that I really love about this phone that I wish Google continues with their future Pixel models. I know I didn't talk about the price. There are maybe features that you like that I haven't mentioned. Let me know in the comment down below if there's something that you like more than the 3 things that I spoke about, or if you are okay with some of the things that Google has decided to cut corners with in order to provide us a phone at a really cheap price. I also look forward to reading the questions so that I can make a video Q&A answering anything that you asked in the comments down below. But as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, there's always more.